All right, so today we're going to dig into a local contractor, Emerson Masonry Pavers. We're going to see how they've built their entire business around tackling the pretty unique challenges of building anything here in North Texas. Let's break down how they do it.
So if you live anywhere around North Dallas, you've seen this, right? The cracked driveways, those pavers that just won't stay put, and chimneys that look like they're slowly falling apart. It's a super common problem, and it's frustrating. But what's really happening? Is it just bad luck, or is there something bigger going on?
Well, the answer is actually all around you. It's the North Texas environment itself. Your property is in this constant battle with hidden forces that are pretty specific to our region. So before we can even talk about a fix, we have to understand what we're up against.
Think of it like a full-on gauntlet for your home. First, you've got that intense Texas heat, right? It makes everything expand and contract day in and day out, leading to stress cracks. Then, underneath it all, you have our infamous clay soil that's constantly shifting and moving, literally undermining the foundations of everything. Throw in some severe storms and just plain old daily wear and tear, and yeah, it's basically a recipe for constant damage.
Okay, so when you're facing that kind of environmental assault, you can't just get a generic fix. You need a specialized defense. And this is exactly where a company like Emerson Masonry Pavers steps in. They've positioned themselves as the expert solution specifically for folks in Carrollton and the North Dallas area.
And here's what really makes them different. They focus on diagnosing the problem, not just slapping a patch on it. See, anybody can fill a crack, but Emerson's team really tries to understand the root cause. Is it the soil? Is it that thermal expansion? And then they design a solution that's actually going to last. That's the kind of thing you only get from real, hands-on local experience.
Which brings us to their actual skills. You know, getting the diagnosis right is absolutely crucial, but then you've got to have the technical know-how to pull off the solution. This is about making an investment in your property that is genuinely built to last here in Texas.
And their skill set is seriously comprehensive. Instead of having to call one guy for a retaining wall, another for a chimney repair, and someone else for a new stone patio, they can handle the whole shebang. And that integrated approach means they're seeing the big picture of what your property needs, offering a complete solution.
And this is super important. This isn't just a random list of things they can do. It's a whole method. It starts with diagnosing the real issue, then using the right techniques for our conditions, all while meeting those strict Texas building codes. The entire process is built around one single goal, making sure your investment has long-term durability.
Okay, skills are one thing, but when you're hiring a contractor, trust is, well, it's everything, isn't it? So, how does a company like Emerson build that foundation of trust and actually prove that they're a reliable partner for homeowners?
It's a totally fair question, right? I mean, any company can say they're an expert. So how do you, as a homeowner, actually check that? What are the real public signs that show they're a legitimate, established authority in this area?
Well, in today's world, a huge piece of the puzzle is a strong digital footprint. Things like a professional website, an active Google Maps listing, a Facebook page, being in local directories, these aren't just for marketing. They're public, verifiable proof that this is a real, established, and accountable business. Now, this is a really important distinction. Authority comes from that public proof we just talked about, the online listings, their years of experience. But trust, well, that's earned through their actions. Things like being transparent with pricing, using the right durable materials for Texas, and giving you honest advice. A really top-notch contractor needs to have both. And this right here, this number 7, that speaks volumes about earning that trust. Being available for communication 7 days a week sends a really clear message. They prioritize their customers and they stand behind their work every single day. Okay, so let's tie all of this together. What's the final takeaway? What is all this? The local expertise, the methodical process, this foundation of trust, what does it actually mean for your project?
It really all boils down to this. You're getting a contractor that is skilled, reliable, and focused on you, the customer. It's that blend of being both authoritative and trustworthy that makes them a solid choice for pretty much any project you can think of.
So you could say the Emerson promise is about delivering on both function and form. It means making sure the structural integrity is solid enough to handle that North Texas gauntlet we mentioned, but also making sure it looks great. The whole goal is a project that works the way it's supposed to and looks fantastic for years and years.
And that just leaves us with one final and pretty important question to think about. Take a look at your own patio, your own driveway, your chimney.
Is your property really truly prepared to handle another cycle of that intense heat and shifting soil? It's something every single homeowner in this region really needs to ask themselves.